And Jellies. Oh my god, Hydra spins out. Hydra spins out right in front of me.
Heel tracks.
Oh my god, dude! No, come on, get him, get him, get him! What are you doing? What are you doing? Shoot the guy that is alive!
Alright, we are back on F1 25, the 26 DLC in our sprint qualifying for China. It's not going so good. We didn't have a good couple corners, but it gets worse here as our back wing gets stuck closed, which ultimately destroys our qualifying coming into this straight. My DRS is broken. Come on. Alright, well, there goes our qualifying. That is upsetting. That is upsetting. Getting onto the grid with the 5 red lights. And we are off for the sprint in China. We are last on the grid, but we use the boost to get up there and do one of my favorite moves here on China. Just squeeze on the inside. We will be seeing a lot of that move today. We move up to P19 and we could see what else we could do here on the first lap when everyone's still bunched together. This is another one of my favorite parts of the track. I like to get up close and an easy overtake right here into that corner. But it seems like the AI always have better out of the corner speed than I do. They always gap me right there after that. They just get up to speed faster than I can. I thought I saw a gap here. It was not there. Ended up losing some speed, but the boost allowed me to catch back up to them. I was thinking about the inside, baited him so I can come back down. Don't know how I got the car stopped in time there, but we got deep into that corner and actually came out pretty unscathed. After the first lap, we are P16. Not too bad.
Okay, so overtake mode active. We'll get some extra power from the hybrid system now. Use boost on the next long straight to get past.
That same move going up on the inside gained me 2 more positions into P14. I'm doing everything I can to get from that last position into anything with points here. It's taken me a second to understand what the overtake is. It's like how the DRS was scaled last year with the you have to be within 1 second, but it doesn't give you the DRS anymore. It gives you an automatic boost in power, but you have to be within the 1 second at the end of a lap. When you get in between 1 second throughout the lap and you kind of miss it at this like last couple turns, and you're past 1 second after the like final corner, you're not going to get that boost anymore. It has confused me, but I think I understand it now. But that is about it. This is not the main part of the video today. This is just the sprint, so we'll just do a couple little montages and get onto the real race here. Antonelli. Running for that P8. Antonelli's. Oh my god, Hydra spins out. Hydra spins out right in front of me. Alright, that is the end of the sprint qualifying. We made it into P9. Sadly not able to pick up a point, but not a bad position to be in with how low we started out. Qualifying of the Grand Prix kind of goes the same. We didn't have a broken wing, but we didn't really do the best. Coming into these last couple corners, we are looking at second to last. As I told you with the last video, qualifying's not my thing. I suck at it every single time. Sometimes I do good with the courses that I'm pretty good at, but usually I screw up one way or another.
Okay, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting on the grid, and it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way.
They wanted me to do a full 56 laps on one tire. Don't I have to pit? Like, I'm so confused. Alright, hopefully someone out there can explain that to me. I'm fairly sure you have to pit even if it's wet, but this is what we're going to be looking at right now. This is my fuel. I bring it down, but I bring it back up to 57. 57 is one lap more than the full 56 laps, and with it raining, you'd think I'd be saving fuel, we'd be all good. But let's watch and see what happens. The 5 red lights go out and we are away for the China Grand Prix. I get a better start than the sprint, but a little bit of contact with Hulkenberg. But we do our same move, we get up there a bit, get some positions. We are P15 coming out of that big curve. Coming into the hairpin, we try to gain a couple more positions. Everyone is losing traction here, but I'm able to keep it side by side with Bierman. He backs out as I go for the fast left turn. So I can get active arrow, but I'm talking about how there's no boost mode in the rain, and the straight line mode is not where it usually is, like right there. That line is it's a couple meters past that line, and it was confusing me. I'm not sure if that's how it is in real life or if this game today was a little bugged. But Verstappen gives me that inside and I take it. Coming onto the back straight, I know that he's probably just going to take it right back. It's like a different parts too. I'm so confused. Outbreak for Sap and somehow get it slowed down, but we go out way too wide and he overtakes us again. But I am able to come back on that final corner. After that first lap, we are now P11 coming into the second lap. I go a little wide over here, but I correct it pretty quickly, still gaining time onto Gasly and Albon in front of me. We are now within 1 second of Gasly, but we weren't within that 1 second previously to crossing the line, so that is why the boost mode is not here. Also, I feel like it wouldn't be there because of the rain, still not sure how that's going.
Try combining lift and coast into braking with boost out of corners and see if you can find a good balance.
Try to gain a bit more time there, but a little overcorrection doesn't really help me. We still are doing pretty good, about 0.3 off of Gasly. I'm assuming boost mode and the overtake are just too much torque and power for the Rain, so they turn it off and just give you aero mode, the straight line mode, is what I'm assuming, but I'm not too sure. We haven't had a wet race this year in real life, so I don't know how those rules go this year. Coming up to the hairpin, we are battling Verstappen once more when there is a big crash. Oh my god! No way.
Safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure
I
you keep
really
your
felt in the moment that I was within the lines, but as you see on this replay, I am really wide. Alright, coming back into it, I want you to look down at that fuel. What we were talking about earlier, that's just something we're going to keep looking at. We're at 52 when we've only done 2 laps. Now, I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem right to me. I don't think I messed up here, and with the amount of lift and coast this year, I really don't think I used that much fuel.
Wait in just a moment, stand by.
And that little simple right there gets it in my head. That confuses me. I even press the start button right here. That pops up for some reason. Dude, this game doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I am just all over the place on this restart, just confused mentally, not really focusing, but we're still able to take P5 in that first corner.
Yeah.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Now this is way more than I ever expected for this race, so I'm not really sure what to do here. We are up with the top people, Piastri, Russell, all the top cars, and I am just trying to hold my own. In a split-second decision, I just make the overtake on Piastri. I think if the time is to do it, it's right now when we're still close together. If I wait 2 more laps, he's going to be 2 seconds in front of
No
me.
issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
But here we can smell that podium. It's just sitting right there in front of us. I want it. Our first podium for my team would be amazing. But that slight oversteer does not help me, as it puts me well past the second, a little like 1.3 behind them on the straight. Gives Piastri that time to make a move as well as we come into the hairpin. I'm able to have a better exit and get back in front of Piastri.
McLaren drivers just completed a pass from the lead of the race.
Alright, just getting that purple sector and coming up to another favorite part of the track for me. I was feeling myself here. I really thought I could get that podium. I'm looking so hard for it. We come up around the outside of Russell looking for that move, but it just wasn't there. I fall in right behind him and see what else I could do later. again, I think the AI have better traction or something when it comes to power out of the corners. He gained so much time from me out of that last corner. And these overcorrections are not helping me either. I'm losing 5/10 just from that. Piastri pulling up on the hairpin and gets past me. I figured there's no use fighting it. Hopefully I can keep up with him and stay behind him, and hopefully I can find some speed through him. And I can't... What is going on? Do they restrict on this in like iPhone? Alright, coming back onto lap 15, and I see that gas icon pop up again. I'm not saying much, but my eyes are darting back and forth from that icon to the green lap fuel plus that I have. And right there it goes away once again, so I am just sitting here confused as all hell. Within the next 4 laps, it comes back on while I'm talking to my wife about the whole race and everything confusing that has been going on. And if we look there, we are now in the red on fuel, so we know for a fact we are not going to be able to finish with race fuel. And the rest of the race is just going to be a lot of fuel saving and lift and coasting, and hopefully we can still pull something good out of this race. But there's not much to it because we are 10 seconds behind Piastri and 5 seconds in front of Hadjar, so there's not much. It's just me driving in no man's land. I even think to try to look up for the low fuel mode and see if I can somehow change the fuel to like a different setting to where I would get more out of the fuel that I had left, but I don't think there was anything I could have done in race. But all this lift and coasting got Verstappen behind us. He peeks his nose in on a couple of these turns, but I do shut him out, defending pretty well. But I had to make a decision, either keep defending against Verstappen or continue to fuel save. It had to be one or the other. And then in the back straight, we end up letting Verstappen by, hoping to stay with him for a couple laps, but I knew that saving fuel was ultimately the better option here. With how close I was right here, there was a thought that maybe I could overtake him again and stall him a little bit longer, but I figured there was no point in it with how much fuel I had to be saving. I just needed to be going a lot slower than this to finish with more fuel. There's nothing I could have done. But as Verstappen does in the wet, he is flying, and my fuel is way in the red. Alright, coming up to lap 50, we have Antonelli just passing me from how much lift and coasting we have been doing. Our tires are spent. They have used everything that I could have used out of them. but I push a little bit harder on them, and everyone else is on the same tire I am, and I get Antonelli once more. On the back straight, he pokes his nose in again. I go out a little wide, but I'm able to stay with him. He backs off here as he was on the wet part of the track, and I get in front once more. At this point in time, the only thing I am thinking is defend, defend, defend. And in lap 53, we have something crazy.
Where's Hamilton pitting? Why is Hamilton pitting? Hamilton's pitting on the final fucking 3 laps? What? There he is.
The man in red come to save me in my time of need. My only thought was pass him. Lift and coast and fuel saving were out of the question here. I knew if I could pass him, I could stall Antonelli and maybe, just maybe, do something in this race.
Once his tires are not good.
And I knew I needed to do it right here, right now, because once his tires start warming up here, he is just gonna start going crazy. The same pass that I have done to so many people in this race, we do it once more to Hamilton.
How'd you do it? It was now or never. No, it's Antonelli's problem.
Antonelli's problem indeed. They are both within 5/10 of me. Coming up to the back straight. They both waste no time as they try both attacking me here. I guard the race line hoping to block one of them off, and I do block Lewis off. We are side by side with Antonelli as I get a little squirrely on the exit here, but still everything's fine. I am in front of Antonelli as we come into the last corner.
Fuel information.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Now that is not good news to hear when you have 3 laps to go left. And we got the blinking red fuel light. That is not something I wanted to see right now. Hamilton poking his nose on the hairpin of the back straight. We are able to defend it. But coming into the final lap, we have nothing left. And if you listen closely, you can hear it right here. That was the sound of my engine bogging down. We have nothing left, ladies and gentlemen. But if I defend right here, I know I have them. I have them the whole course up until that back straight.
And we hold them off for the last and final lap. I have no fuel in the tank. But we're on low fuel mode, whatever that is, the easy one. I'm just thinking I have them everywhere on the track except for that back straight. The back straight, they're just both. There's nothing I can really do about it. I hold them off, but I wouldn't be surprised if this would be
Hamilton poking his nose down on the inside. I'm still holding him off as we come into the back straight. There is nothing I can do. I have no fuel left, and there's 3 people on my back. The only people I'm aware of is Antonelli and Hamilton as they fly past me. But then I see that third person and Hajar coming up too. I make a desperate attempt to defend as we're coming into the hairpin. A little bit of contact with Hajar, I do slow him down enough as he's on the wet part of the track. I get onto the dry, have more traction.
Desperate move. Desperate move. To the inside. Oh. We couldn't get Antonelli, but we made it to P6. That was a ridiculous race. I'm happy it's over.
Alright, that was a crazy race. I hated every minute of it. So confusing. Didn't know what to do with that fuel or the tires. But we got P6. That was better than I thought we would get out of it. But I hope you liked the race today. I will try to get out more videos. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.